Hey y'all. So I'm gonna be really quick. I want to talk about when we say all Black Lives Matter, what that means and what happened last night. If you guys have watched the news, if you guys have been on social media, you know that about 20 people were shot last night and injured, and 2 people died. There's so many reasons for communal violence, and over the next couple of days, and I'm sure if you've been on any of the news sites today, you've heard the term black on black crime. I just want to dismantle that. There is no such thing. It is proximity-based crime.
Speak.
It is proximity-based crime. I just want to acknowledge the tragedy that happened last night, and a lot of folks are always like, what is Black Lives Matter doing? And for me, I'm learning to stay in my lane and support the people who do the work. We can't do everything, and if we do everything, we do nothing. So figuring out who are the people in the community that do the work and coming alongside them and supporting them in any way possible. I want to have 2 minutes of a 2-minute moment of silence for the lives that were lost, for these young people. We're going to start it in like 0.2 seconds. So as you take this moment of silence, just hold space for them, hold space for their families. It is nothing like the cry of a mother because she lost her child. I could not imagine. So as we go into this moment of silence, for the folks that are people of color, hold space for the families, hold space for your community, and for the white folks, let's figure out how you can leverage your privilege so that all the things that cause intercommunal violence, we can dismantle it. So the 2 minutes start now. Thank you, that concludes our 2 minutes. The 2 lives that were lost last night, one of their names was Jaquela and the other one was Jarvis. So let's just remember them and keep their families lifted. So another thing I want to do is I want to just take time to give the youth organizers and these young folks who've been holding it down.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Let's take a second to hit that like button. The faster we can rack up likes, the more people YouTube will pour into our chat. If you're new here, please subscribe. We go live every night covering crazy events that happen across the country.
And just to be, 2 days ago, I was getting ready. I did not want to come. I was so exhausted. I needed a nap. And I was getting ready to come down here, and I saw Shay Shay's live, and I was like, they don't need me. They're holding it down. And it's just a testament that this movement, no one person is in charge. No couple people is in charge. You know, this is a leader-full movement, and if you find your spot, just show up and stand up. So again, let's just give them a round of applause. They've been holding it down. Another thing that I've been thinking about all day since we've been out here for the last week is so many needs in our community that needs to be met, right? right? So we come in contact with a lot of people who's going through mental health crises. We're coming in contact with a lot of people who are homeless and finding a safe space in this community that we're creating. So as a space for that, give the folks that's volunteering, folks come together to make sure that these folks have food, had clothing, I was driving down the street today and I saw like people lined up, stuff that they got from here, and it just warmed my heart. So give the Food Not Bombs, give the volunteers, Kiki and all of them. Rock Street medics who are out here every single day. Let me just tell y'all, we've been protesting for what, 16, 17 weeks now? Tonight is the first time I brought my daughter here, so let's give her a shout out, Caitlin. I've seen a lot of people bring their kids, but I'm not trying to go to prison if the police get crazy, so I haven't brought my daughter. So tonight is the first night she's over there chilling in the hammock like it's a swing. I hope she'll fall off. But y'all, I'm just so impressed by the community that we've created and that we've cultivated. And this is the shit that the news don't show, right? So they're gonna show the riots, they're gonna show the police being violent, but they're not gonna show us out here building community. So like, y'all are bomb as fuck, keep on doing it. We came for dinner because like, I have to go home, I'm exhausted. But like the fact that I could be like, you know what, I'm gonna go downtown and get some dinner and then go home and make, I love what we are doing here. And like, this is some epic shit. And we're doing what our city officials have not done, right? This shit never been done. And I wanna remind folks to like, make sure you're resting. Make sure that you're cultivating joy. And I'm saying that as somebody who's like here, but like, resting is resistance in itself, right? So if y'all on Instagram follow the Nat Ministry, they talk about how resting and taking care of yourself is resistance, and I'm learning it. So like, take care of yourself, and like, it's not a day that goes by. I was just in Target and saw 3 people who was here. Yesterday I was at the mall trying to get some sneakers and saw 5 people that was here at this protest. So we are doing some epic shit and changing the world, okay? Not just Rochester, the world is watching, and we killing it, period.
From Anthony Hall.
Oh, good.
Okay, he's making it like
curfew here.
No, I did not.
They enforced an 11 o'clock curfew. So you ready?
I'm ready. I think we might be in the car.
It's probably in the car.
Get away from me.
Let me go get it.
Thank you.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I definitely
Auntie,
want to thank
it's okay. We'll find some.
you all for continuing to come out here.
Yeah. Can you hold this for 2 seconds?
My brother said something earlier that this is breeding a whole new generation of activists and organizers. I mean, people from around the country are here in Rochester in solidarity. The country's in solidarity with Rochester because of this huge liberation movement. What's powerful is love. And I talk about this so much because it's important to me. And I understand that everybody might identify differently. Everybody care about God or don't care about God, Muslim, Judaism, whatever you practice, whatever you feel you are, whether you black, white, love is something that's interchangeable, that connects us all. And to see this out here every single day, it's cold. But love keeps us going. And this fight is important. It's important because it's the next generation. Last night, me and my brother Justin, we didn't really get no sleep at the hospital, crime scene. We went out to breakfast. And, we laugh, but we argue all the time. And, to get back up and do it all over again and watch these babies, because this is what it's about. This fight for blackness is to build their generation, to help the foundation, the bedrock, something that won't move. And what these people are putting together and what the synergy that you all are coming out every night, building the momentum to eradicate elements in this community and this nation that has plagued us. has plagued us for years is phenomenal. And it's very important that you center this thing not only around Daniel and the family, but you center this thing around love. Look into yourself and ask yourself, what can I change about me? Once you start doing that, the people around you start changing. The places start changing. That's important because you can talk about racism like it's abstract. You can talk about change like it's abstract. But the reality is, it's substance. In order to eradicate this thing, we gotta start with ourselves. And I'll be damned that I'm out here only getting 2 nights of sleep, 2 hours of sleep every day to build the same thing we trying to eradicate. We have to understand that this space has to be universal.
Hey, thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate all your support.
Even that, oh, I want to fight on the good side, but you want to create the same thing we trying to break down. When we operate how I operate, going back to love. Center that in you. Connect yourself with somebody that's opposite to you. So that way it'll sharpen you. Your biggest supporter is your hater. You gotta learn from them. If they say, oh, you ain't doing this, you ain't doing that, well shit, I might not be. Let me take a step back. This is what this time is about. This time, yeah, we want justice. We want people fired. We want people gone. And if it don't happen pretty soon, it's gonna be consequences. It's gonna be consequences. But this time is a reflection time. This time, it's powerful that you got the mayor reflecting, questioning herself, a police department, a community, a city, questioning themselves. What could have been done different? How can I change this? This is powerful. Rochester is going to create a narrative that it didn't catch on fire, it didn't loot, it didn't riot in order to get change. The people came together and was relentless on being committed to occupying City Hall, to protesting, to getting on the mic, to holding ourselves accountable. This is a moment in history where, guess what? All your faces, your names are going to be written in the book. 30 years from now, they're going to be talking about it. And the reality is, if this moment is not a moment that you're not willing to die for, go the hell home.
Say it.
This is a commitment. This is a commitment by me, and I can only speak for me as a black man that has children, a mentor, a dean of a school. This is a commitment that I'm willing to die so my children won't have to talk about racism. So my children won't have to worry about them putting their resume at the bottom of the pile. So my children can live in adequate homes. So that when my children run for office, they not corrupt. Operate in love. Center it around love. If you're not feeling somebody and you don't know why, go approach them. It's good to hold people accountable. It's good to be transparent. But don't do it out of spite, out of hatred, out of malice. Move in love. Listen, I'm a believer of God. I love Jesus. And my job is not to beat you over the head with what I believe with. My job is to make sure you see him in me. That's my job. Woo! So I'm gonna fill in where I can fill in. I'm gonna stand where I need to stand. So with that, I appreciate all of you. All of you in this fight. We gotta do this thing, man. I'm telling you, we were talking the other day and I told Ashley, I said, listen, if we don't get no results, I might be the first one going to jail. Because I done told the hood, don't do nothing.
Okay.
I done told the hood, don't do nothing, don't break a window.
Okay, please.
Because we're gonna do it a different way. And people have to understand that Rochester should be on fire.
Right now. We are.
Should be on fire. Because you got people like this. If the mayor of Rochester is not willing to understand the uniqueness of this, if Mike Mazzio is not willing to understand the uniqueness of this, then they gotta go. They gotta go. They're not reflecting us. After this, I'm gonna shut up. Stokey Carmichael said.
Don't shut up. I like it.
Stokey Carmichael said that the youth, the children, would inherit the struggle. No way in hell, no way in hell we should be talking about racism when we had King, when we had X, when we got Reverend Stewart around the corner. All these people that's been in the fight for 30, 40, 50, 60 years, and today in 2020, we still fight for blackness.
Why? Why?
No way in hell.
Why?
There's a stronghold over this community, and we about to break it.
Yep.
These organizers, these activists, they breaking barriers. They breaking barriers, and whether people want to believe or not, the spirit is here, and the spirit is love. It's love, L-O-V-E. What is it?
L-O-V-E. Love.
What is it?
Love.
I appreciate y'all.
Thank you, Anthony Hall. He's a brother who's been standing with us, but standing with femmes who are in leadership within this Black Lives Matter reiteration. And we're just thankful for all the people who keep coming out, the allies, Rock Street Medics. And finally, to close us out, we have the aunt of one of the youth who was killed last night. She's gonna share some things, let us know a bit about him. So we'll stand with her and we'll continue to hold space for the families tonight.
I just wanted to say, my nephew, he really was like a good kid, seriously. I was surprised when they said he went to the party. Like, Jarvis went to a party, And I said, just imagining going back to being that age. Like, he probably be like, oh, okay, I'll go. Innocent, it's just a party, hang out with some friends. And like, he's gone. And it's real.
I got the volume maxed out. I think they cut the mic on her.
My brother is the king. And my sister-in-law, they sit I don't know. Lives Matter, and we will continue with our own culture, our community. I don't like for people to say, oh, y'all out there talking about Black Lives Matter, but black people. I said that is not one and the same. That is not the same thing. That is so inappropriate. But that I feel that is a conversation for my culture, for us to have personally before we even, come before everybody. That is some healing that we have to do. But that is not the same as police brutality. It's not the same. It goes deep. It's running deep, so we gotta dig deep within ourselves to find some answers within our culture and within ourselves. And we stop. I bring my son, he's 15. And we've been doing this for a long time. And I do a lot of apologizing to my son for some of my behaviors. Because wounds run deep. And if you don't get the proper help, you do hurt other people. And the last thing I want to do is to hurt my son or to hurt someone else's son because I don't know how to channel my anger. But it's doable. It's something that we can learn, and we will learn. We will do. And I thank you guys so much for just giving me the opportunity to say some things. My nephew is great. He is. He really is. And we will miss him. We will continue this fight. And we will continue our own personal fight within our culture. And just thank you all for your support, for your time. Thanks for listening. Thank you.
So thank you all for being here. We plan on being here all night. If you have any questions, speak to any one of us. We'd love to answer. And if we're not around, we defer to the street medics who've been with us this whole time. And you can find people for mental health support with the orange armbands. I know this moment is very heavy. So Mike Boucher and anyone else who's offering mental health assistance on site, please raise your hand so people can find you if they need to talk. Thank you so much.
So before we continue, we're just gonna feel the power of Jarvis' aunt. We're gonna go for hard for him as we do anybody else. So we're just gonna say his name for his aunt is Jarvis Alexander. Please say his name.
Jarvis Alexander.
Say his name.
Jarvis Alexander.
Say his name.
Jarvis Alexander.
And we're gonna go just as hard as Jarvis as we do anybody else. Thank y'all. And also in honor of the young lady who also lost her life, it was Jaquela Young. So can we also chant her name? Say her name.
Jaquela Young.
Say her name.
Jaquela Young.
Say her name.
Jaquela Young.
And we're gonna fight for Jaquela just as well. Thank you.
Safe travels back home, black man. Appreciate you, man. Real talk, man. I felt that. Real time, man.
So how are you getting home? Walking home? Tell me you ain't walking home. I was wondering if I could contribute to it. I know it ain't free.
Oh, I'm cold.
You guys went all the way back and then you back again? Thank you for coming. Appreciate you guys. Good to see y'all.
Are you still my lighter? Do you got it?
Yeah. I do. Actually, I did. I noticed that. I said, this isn't my lighter.
Sure isn't.
I said, you probably trying to smoke, but can't smoke. Look at that.
I'm the only one, It's okay. I'll come out.
Mic check. Mic check. So just one quick announcement. So today on the news, Lovely Warren announced that the curfew is in effect. We're not sure if it will be enforced. It has been in effect for quite a while, but not enforced. So there is a possibility that at 11 p.m. police will come by and terrorize us while we mourn the violent tragedy that happened in our community and also mourn the death of Daniel Prude. So please be aware that might happen at 11 p.m. If you can't get arrested for any reason, please make sure you're not here at that time. Also, Spiritus Christi will be closing at 11 p.m. tonight because of the possibility of this curfew being enforced. However, Spirit Room will be open till 2 a.m. today, so bathrooms will still be available there. So just beware if you do plan on being arrested, make sure you have the number of an attorney or a family member, and you can come up to me and we can give you some legal support for if that does happen. But it is a possibility that at 11 p.m. RPD will be here to terrorize us.
I know, they don't want me to start yelling.
Ain't no blood.
I do have a bullhorn.
But look at her. She like,
I know, I really do have my megaphone. They said, ain't nobody got a megaphone? I do have my megaphone. I always got my megaphone.
Mm-hmm.
Always. You better go stand by that fire. Yeah. It was warm over there.
Soup is just for their family, so that's a big thing. We'll like chant, this soup is for my family.
That's awesome. Wow, holy shit, dude.
Yeah,
that's so funny. Wow. Be soup, not water anymore, it's soup, guys. Be spicy soup, the best kind of soup. Shit, I'm almost cold at this point. Woo! So you see people in their cars are march here. so fucking cool. Yeah. Yeah, totally. You go high enough to get that back. Yep, there it is. This thing's awesome. You got chuds?
No, this guy just walking and they're like, stop fucking looking. Come over here. Like, that's not gonna work really though.
Yes, we are the free press, and there are guidelines, and you follow them when you want to be given the privilege to follow along. That's how you do it. And if you don't like that, well, good luck finding any other stream that is allowed, because they wouldn't be. That's the whole point.
Hey guys, let's see if we can let the cars come in on that side. We got an open road here.
Let them in or you don't? I think
No,
they're keeping a straight back line.
Are they?
Yeah.
There's only 2 extra cars. There's some people who want to
I know, there's really big guys.
No, there's no intimidation or bullying. It's just a pretty clear, hey, if you don't want to follow these guidelines to keep everyone safe, then you don't get the privilege of filming. That's it. They don't throw you out. They don't be aggressive. There's nothing weird about it. It's a very clear and civil conversation. That's all it is. In any movement like this where people are in danger, you have to be careful to protect the people that are putting themselves out there already. Southpaw. What you're doing is called backseating, and it's not something that I like. So you can stop, or I can have a mod ban you. It's your choice.
Backseating is like, it's like backseat driving. It's like you're telling the streamer what to do, how to film, how to operate, when clearly I've expressed the guidelines that I have agreed to, and I'm not going to do anything like what he's trying to tell me to do. I do have mods in here, right? I think Ryan's in here, right? Ryan, you're gonna have to do some legwork here.
Yeah. Thank you, Eric.
What?
I started to notice the rain accumulating on the gimbal, and I wanted to fix it.
Okay, we should speed up.
For real, mods, if there's any mods in here, please shout out that you're here. I want to know if you're actually here. It seems like it's not happening.
It smells so good right here.
Fox knows what I'm talking about. Oh, thank you, Ryan. I need you to do some work here.
Can you help me out a little, bud?
I'm using an umbrella to protect my gear from the rain. Fox, I could, but then also the car brigade is behind me and I don't want to accidentally get their license plates.
Trust me, I've already thought about it.
This umbrella is actually working pretty well as a blocker. No one is paid to protest. Good God. It's not about a shame thing of not wanting your face put on stream. It's about the fact that they're afraid of police retribution if they were to be streamed.
And like I said, once we get to the North Precinct, I'll be able to film a lot more because the police will probably be out. And that's a situation that everyone wants on film. So. Yes, I will film the police faces because they're public servants. Thank you, Rex. Appreciate you. You guys just don't understand. Like, seriously, I'm trying to explain it to you. There's a reason why you've never seen us film a direct action march, because these things can be a little bit more rowdy. People don't want cameras there. And if you go in trying to do what the hell you guys are trying to say, then you won't be filming for very long, and you definitely won't be able to catch another one. So if you want to see anything at all, this is the guideline that you follow. It's really not that hard to understand. Man, what is going on in the chat? I just don't understand. Mods, what is going on? Oh, I know, Fox. I know. Trust me, I know. But it gives me an opportunity to say what I want to say and to explain why I'm filming the way I'm filming. So, whatever. No, protesting is not considered a public service. And I know how you're trying to spin that, but it's not. Hey, vicariously. Didn't I see you last night? Streaming? I mean, I'll be honest. It's unfortunate. I would like to try and film the way that I film, like, you know, up from the back, trying to avoid faces and stuff. But to be completely fair, or like to be completely careful, this is the way I got to do it. You know. Oh, I see. My bad. I got you.
Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter.
Let's see.
Black Lives Matter.
I'm not intimidated, Southpaw. In no way, in no time did I ever feel intimidated. I went up and asked the organizers and said, how would you like me to do this if I'm allowed to do this? And they said, you can do this as long as you follow these guidelines. And I said, okay. Because it does make sense, you know, people are targeted, you know, from streams. There are a ton of alt-right lunatics that go into streams like this and look for people's faces and try and identify them and target them. Oh, I know. Fox, the thing is like, some of them are on YouTube and I can't. Well, I mean, it's unfortunate for, you know, from a viewer standpoint, but in the grand scheme of things, I'm filming a protest that's happening. I'm telling you what I'm seeing in case you can't see it, but you just wouldn't be able to, you know, look at someone's face and say, oh, I identify that person and target them. That's the only difference, really. And I mean, let me just describe it. It's a march. You know what a march looks like. You know, and you can see half of it right here. When we get to the precinct, then you'll be able to see what I know you all want to see. What's in the protest, which is annoying. But if it gets the message out, whatever.
Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, I'm not intimidated. I cannot stress that enough. I feel no intimidation. And if something happened where people weren't uncomfortable, they would just come up to me and say, hey, stop. And I would say, okay. And that would be it. Then you can go. You can leave. I don't see anything more lame than staying in some place just to control. No, I'm definitely not intimidated. I'm respecting wishes. There's a totally different thing. I know, Fox, it's annoying, but it's fine. Ryan, will you like send a message in the mod chat and say we need more of you in here, clearly? Or message Savvy,
Somebody message Savvy because I think he has access to the YouTube and just get rid of these assholes. I just can't take it. Free speech. Oh, Fox, I would love to figure that out, and I will do that later, 100%.
Yep. Thank you, Jazz Hands. That's exactly what happened. Yes, as I keep trying to say.
Black Lives Matter.
And thank you, Fox, for understanding what a stream is. It's my thing. I'll do it exactly how I want.
Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, I know. Thank you, Vicariously. You're right. But also, I don't have a whole lot to talk about, so at this moment, I mean, we're marching. You know, we're going to the North Precinct. That's where we will most likely encounter police interaction resistance.
But take a moment to take a break.
See, I think that's a very common misconception. I'm gonna actually respond to Red Zot. He said, "What happens if y'all win? Like the cops just go away?" See, that's a very common misconception. Even though you hear words like abolish and defund and reform.
Thank you so much for the donation.
No one is saying that we should not have any kind of peacekeeping force. Everybody's really talking about reform in the long run. We're talking about changing a system to where police officers are equipped to deal with what they are supposed to deal with and nothing more, and be held accountable for things that they do, which neither of those things are the case at this point. Oh no, I'm not less subjective. We'll see if they're here. I don't know. Oh, they're also a stream team. So there's several of them.
Oh. There's one who gets compared to me a lot.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have a similar voice. I've heard people say that too. No, they're not saying something different. It's Red Zot. They're not saying something different. Thank you, Ryan. It's just that when you have a movement like this with decentralized leadership, a lot of different voices come out, and some people might be saying the same thing but in different ways, and it gets confusing, I'm sure, for other people that don't understand. But that's just the nature of what happens. I mean, in any protest revolution type situation, you're going to have that. It's a moment of silence. I'm not going to talk for a second. I'll answer that question in a second.
Sorry.
God, it has been a month since CJ and Concrete haven't been working together, and people are still asking. It's amazing. He has his own page. You guys can go check it out. He's doing some interesting things.
Okay, then go watch CJ's stream.
I just can't talk, so I can't say anything.
Thank you, Jessica. Red Zot, I hate to break this to you, but 93% of protests have been peaceful. You can verify that. Over the last 3 months, 93% of protests have been peaceful completely. No destroying anything. that red zone. That's not the norm. I don't know if that's even true. Oh, thank God, Fuzzy can be. Species here too, yeah. But there have been protests all across the country, and 93% of them, including Portland, have been peaceful. Thank you, Fuzzy. By the way, I want to let you guys know, Fuzzy is a conservative, because one of my mods is a conservative.
Thank you for participating in our protest.
I also live in Seattle, too.
But it's totally fine sitting in traffic for construction for hours. We have to record us. It's just our last Let's make some noise! Make some
noise! Also, you know what I'd love to tell people? I feel like a lot of people constantly do this weird CJ troll thing where they are constantly trying to act like, oh, CJ, where's CJ? And CJ and all this shit, like, it went to shit after CJ left. I hate to break it to you guys, but as someone that spent a lot of time with CJ for months, I hate to tell you this, but he also agrees that police brutality is a problem and something needs to happen. So, whatever you guys think, whatever you guys think that CJ's like a hero of the alt-right, you're wrong, dude. It's so funny. Yeah, Fuzzy also mods for CJ, I just wanted to say. So he can also double verify that fact. Am I wrong, Fuzzy?
Thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate your support.
Hey, Frank! Buddy. What's up? Dude, I've been it's my first time being back in Seattle for like a month. I'm traveling DC, Austin, Louisiana,
I know.
New York City.
And then you had all the stuff with CJ to deal with too.
Yeah. It's all good. What are you gonna do, you know?
What's that?
So what are you gonna do, you know? I did what I had to at the time. So.
I think you made the right choice.
Oh my God.
Great start. You need one?
Later.
Alright, come find me. There is only free speech.
So you're saying that hate speech is okay as long as, well, just hate speech is okay then? That's what you're saying? Well, I disagree with you there. Sorry. Someone running into, you know, a public space and yelling and calling people of color the N-word or something, not okay, sorry. And clearly you think it is, so, you know, that just goes to show where you're at.
Inside.
No, obviously. No, I was like, how close? I was just trying to get a context on.
Like,
visual contact.
visual
You just said all speech is okay, right?
What you said, all speech is whatever. I can't remember.
Probably pull my light out.
All speech is okay. Yeah, exactly, right, Fox? You just said it, right? This is why I do kind of sometimes appreciate trolls, because they really reveal how fucking stupid they are. And how ignorant they are. And I don't think they realize that any person that might be on the fence in here, you know, that sees somebody say something like that, you're just proving these people's points.
I'll give that one a go, and then they'll think that was the highest power we had, and then we'll bring the other one out.
There's 130 people in Twitch chat alone. I'm not looking at Facebook, Periscope, or YouTube, so I'm gonna guess that there's at least a couple of people on the fence. Statistically. Sure, they have the right to say it. We also all have the right to realize that they're a piece of shit.
What are you talking about, Fox fence?
See, what these people think is that they think that they can get away with sea lioning, and sea lioning is not going to work in here. So, also, mods, if you don't know what sea lioning is, go look it up real quick so that you can identify it and stop it when it happens. Oh, I see Fox. Yeah, you're right. Go look at my made-up word. It's not a made-up word, dude. Go look up sea lioning, and it'll be right there. It's not made up.
I know you guys are looking for me to change this feed, but this is the most active one on right now. I'm looking at 3 or 4 other ones, but right now this has got the most action going on. The rest of them are people dancing and stuff like that, so they're playing commercial music. I'm gonna have to mute the video, and we're gonna watch people twerking to my beats. And I mean, I'm okay with that, but I think it's gonna make people leave, so I'm keeping an eye on everything else. When something more active comes on, or this guy decides to pick the camera up, you know, we'll go to where the most action is.
Oh, sorry, sea lioning, like the animal, sea lion, sea lioning.
Dude, no, don't be serious. Are you serious? Libtard? No, he's probably trolling.
Fox, I don't know. That was the auto mod that did that.
Vicariously in Seattle. It's in the title. that is. Fox, that's a light way of putting it. Is Hanson Pool in Twitch chat? I'm just curious, or if it's a YouTube person. You're right about that, Red Zot. And it's probably going to be the cops.
Come on, everyone, let's hit that like button. There's over 900 of us in here. I know we can hit 500 likes. We should be able to do that easily. The faster we can get likes, we can get that number up, the more the algorithm for YouTube is going to bring more people into the chat, have more personalities, more people, you know, conversing between each other. Yeah, so hit that like button. If you're new here, please subscribe. We go live every night.
Or oh shit, I'm sorry, or she, or they. I just, yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to say. Got a lot on my mind. When we get to, as I've said, when we get to the North Precinct, I'll be able to film a lot more things. You can also use your ears and listen. That might be a strange concept for some people in here, but you can also just use your ears and listen. Spend all this money on a microphone. Southpaw, you will continue to hear them until change is achieved. That's what I can just tell you from... Hold on, stop it. We did not repeat. Or anything Somebody take Southpaw's question. Maybe Fox? Fox, maybe you can answer that? You spend a lot of time watching multiple different protests, and guys are not able to. Yeah, there you go, Fuzzy. The bans are very public. Yeah, there's a list of 5 demands you've been hearing, as you said, for months. If you haven't been listening, then...
2 months ago, I told the American people I did not trade arms for hostages.
No, I would not. No. So I asked this earlier during the moment of silence, but the police requested that you not. On your face as you would, of course. Not on your face. No, that's not what it's right. The whole point of this, it's not two sides being equal, deserving the same amount of consideration. One of the sides, the police, has been accused of police brutality and rampant prejudice against minorities, people of color, BIPOC, and you can easily see that that is the case. So no, I'm not going to do that. And plus, they are public servants. These are citizens. There's two completely different things. Anyone, yeah. Exactly. Yes, Fox. I'm definitely going to do that. You will look at something else when we get to the North Precinct. I keep saying that. Antifa as if like it's some sort of, Antifa is an ideology, it means anti-fascist.
has to give it to you. Or she. Or they. Vicariously, some people do, but allowing it to become like it's some sort of conspiracy movement that has a concentrated effort against streamers, that's not true, and we both know that. Some people, yes. But when you take that and make it about the whole movement, that's not accurate. And a lot of protesters and so-called Antifa or whatever will also stick up for press. It's happened to me before. I know who Vicariously is. You were with Asphalt Pirates, right? Yeah. No, I know. Trust me. I know. Also, like, I haven't been fully engaging with what you're saying because I don't necessarily, like, I'm trying to be professional and I don't want to necessarily say what I heard happen because, you know, whatever. But I mean, if you want to talk about it, because I like you guys. Like, honestly, I like Asphalt. I think you guys know that. Yes, I do. No, for real though, I like you guys, but the stuff that I heard happened, I mean, might or might not be true, and you probably have the best intentions, but I mean, I just won't say anything else unless you're comfortable talking about it. Me and the pins, then me and Roll friends off, rolling in the pins off. With the police out of
You gotta go right.
Back to what? Such a nigga down.
More. She was just right.
More.
Because there's gonna be cars coming at you guys, okay? So she was just go right. I think we'll get our cars beside us.
It's gonna be a bloodbath of cops dying in LA. Yo, bro, I got something to say. Fuck the police, man. Fuck the police.
I can't only do it. I mean, like, well, I mean, I could just say fuck it, fuck what people told me they would. No, I wasn't sitting for Asphalt Vicariously. He was, or is. I don't know if he still is. But no, I know. Trust me, I know, and I like Asphalt. Can I please have everybody understand that? I like Asphalt. I like those guys. They're really nice guys, and I believe that they actually do support BLM too. But sometimes it's hard to put into words. There's. Hold on, I'll tell you in a second. I know, Fox. Hey, we're working on it always. I usually have more mods in here. I have like 20 mods, but most of them are gone right now. But also, Fox, I don't know. Sometimes I appreciate people just displaying how clueless they are. I don't know. It might be weird, but it also gives me a little bit to talk about sometimes, like in moments like this where, you know, I can just say, hey, we're watching a march, you know?
Now you're home in the street. Now you're home in the street.
Another too hard, so
Black Lives Matter. 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 That's it.
Give me harder, Daddy.
All right. They shut down the street to have a dance party. They've now asked everybody to leave. The organizers of the dance party asked everyone to leave peacefully, since the the sheriff's department seem to be creating more barricades. Wow, their shoes are really shiny. Guys, we're in West Hollywood on Santa Monica Boulevard. The protesters closed down the street and had a dance party. And the sheriff's, it's right in front of the sheriff's department, West Hollywood Sheriff's Department. And so they're out. But you also have restaurants that are full of people as well. You have somebody right over there, sketch artist. Seen him at some of the protests here. Not gonna lie, those lights are really pretty.
Hey, whatever. There's also Beverly Hills right down the street, so.
Is that happening still?
I don't know.
I think it wrapped.
I have not.
Oh.
When they get us all cut in here, what happens?
You guys, I'm choking on these snacks. They're so healthy. This is not In-N-Out Burger. So, the reason why people haven't left yet is because everywhere, I just realized on all the corners, the police have closed off the streets. So, let me show you this. So, the police are down there. They've closed off this side. They've closed off this side of the street. And then you've got the police that have closed down this street. And then they've closed down that street. So the protesters, even though the organizers asked them to call it a night, are not able to leave. And so I think the protesters are kind of just hanging back. Like I said, any exit point right now results in a police line.
Who's gonna get you?
Guys saw this.
I say the
Most of my followers come from
I know, I'm just letting you know that I know.
So is the American flag. We're gonna bring it stronger.
Woke up one morning and heard this weird ass motherfucker talking out the side of his neck. Me and all my peeps, we always thought he was straight. He's a rich motherfucker when he came to the business. Now, since we know how we feel, that's how we feel. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump.
Oh, 206, okay, try me. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you where everybody is right now. Why would I do that? Mmm, that smells good. Mmm. I feel like one of the Skeksis from Dark Crystal.
Yeah.
Smells good.
Oh, it is misting a little.
Oh, I thought you were doing a skixie.
It's exactly, yeah. Oh, shit.
Guilty.
That's what I was saying.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I picked up on
Can
it.
you grab those?
Can you grab that for me? Sorry, thank you. Appreciate you. GK does not have a Twitch account as far as I know. But they do have an Instagram.
How's your guys' feeling about the total abolition chant?
You hear it here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear it. You hear that? In general.
50% at least.
In general, and this is a personal thing. I think that the difference between reform and abolition and defunding it and all that, I think that we're all saying the same thing. But it makes it really easy.
I think there's a spectrum.
There is a spectrum. But what I'm saying basically is that
Yeah.
what I'm saying though is basically that with all those different words that we all use, I think it makes it really easy for the right to take it and say, oh, they think that there needs to be no peacekeeping force ever, and that people will just police themselves. Obviously, we all know that there needs to be some sort of peacekeeping force. It just needs to be,
focused.
yeah,
Better trained.
Yeah.
More educated.
Yeah, and all those things fall under the definition of reform. You know, so I think the word abolition just confuses people and makes it really easy to spin. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
But that's just me.
there are people who call for total abolition, but it calls for a utopic society that
Exactly.
we just don't have.
Exactly, and I mean, like, yeah.
It's
So I think
Mac put it really real well the other day.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah, like you have to instill or have complete faith in humanity
It's just
in order
unrealistic.
to.
I mean, it would never happen, you know. But I just think that what we all really want is reform. You know, like if you're like what he said, if your 80-year-old grandmother calls for help, you want somebody to show up to help them. You know, and that could.
Marcus.
Yeah, that could be. That could be a quote. Oh shit! All good. That could be a quote unquote police force, but really it just seems like some sort of peacekeeping force that is like that is not what we have now. Yeah, exactly.
That
we all want a public servant group that will protect us the place they're supposed to. Right?
Yeah, and so I think the thing is that with total abolition, it's more of like tearing that whole thing down and recreating something new.
Yeah.
So.
Right, yes, exactly. But I think that could also fall under the category of reform, at least enough to where we could be saying the same thing, and it would make it harder for detractors to completely change the message of what everyone's saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
Oh, there's 2 more up there. We do this every night! We do this every night! We do this every night!
See, like Harris says, what I'm saying. Somebody says, there's an answer to the problem, but there's an abolition. See, I think that word specifically polarizes people that would otherwise agree. You know what I mean?
Hey, big shout out to everyone that's been donating. I really appreciate all of you. You guys are what's keeping the channel going, so thank you so much for all your donations and all your support.
Well, it's dealing in absolutes, and people hate dealing in absolutes. Behind us!
All right, here we go. You guys want me to film it? So what you're seeing here, we've got, I'm counting at least 6 police cruisers right behind us. Lights on, clearly ready to go. See, I told you what's gonna happen. And we got Trump, the guy. He doesn't mind being on camera, as we've seen. Always in the front, ready to. So behind me, you've got a group of protesters. In front of me, you've got at least 6 police cruisers forming a line. One day while I was out traveling, I'm counting 7 now. One day while I was out traveling, somebody said, or somebody, I didn't actually see the feed, but apparently the cops were using their cars to push the whole protest forward, which you would think would be a little bit, kind of a sensitive subject or a sensitive tactic for someone to do in Seattle, where what we had with Summer Taylor and Diaz Love. Alright, we're moving forward. Let me fix my camera. I wish there was like a switch button, like switch up, switch down. Careful. Good fabrication. Man, future, that is just such an insane thing to say. Everyone I know, their text hints is. Stay out of the way. Back to our roots, concrete reporting for a reason, right?
That's the most exciting part, man. When they put you shoot off that shit. Walk the boys.
Holding a pretty heavy monopod and also holding a Russian Is that what's going on behind us?
What? Yeah.
Yeah, there's at least 7 police cruisers. That's what I can count.
Oh, we're back. No.
I need everybody to take 10 steps forward and move to the right side of the street. Please be on the right side of the yellow line. Yellow line right side.
Sorry about the confusion. It's a little dark. I can't see very well. It's okay. Thank you.
Okay, this side of the line. Keep it tight, what?
Tighten up. This is a big gap. We can't have that. They are right there. Tighten up.
Is the stream still on? Can anybody see? Somebody let me know that you can still see. I'm just gonna let people go around.
Fill that gap right there. Fill that gap right there. Fill that gap right there. Fill that gap right there.
Well, remember, December.
To your right.
To the right.
Sorry. You alright? Is your gimbal okay?
All right.
That's what happens when you gotta stay tight. Sorry, Eric's chat. I didn't mean to bump you so much.
Everything's fine. Okay. Well, fuck. This is just what we're gonna be in this mode right now. But that's okay. I can go like this now.
Nice. Oh man, we'll just be back covered up.
We're here? We're here? This is it?
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Well, no, I just want to make sure that, are we marching any further?
I see what you're saying. Yes.
Okay.
I've only been here once.
Skip says,
This is Seattle Police Department. This is a secure police facility. Stay out of the facility.
We're not even in it, so shut the fuck up.
All cops are bastards!
Do not damage any equipment. Do not enter the secure
See, that's the part that they're gonna try and use to escalate right there. They're gonna the blocking egresses and ingresses.
Anyone who crosses the fence will be subject to arrest.
You are a criminal organization!
Left. We got movement over here behind the fence.
Jurisdiction here! You're on your way out!
Oh, okay, we got
Lieutenant Brooks, the Seattle Police Department.
bike brigade coming.
Public safety hazard. You're blocking ingress and egress of a police facility. You are blocking or limiting our ability to respond to emergency situations in the North Precinct. You're creating an unsafe situation. If anyone crosses the fence, you'll be subject to arrest. You need to leave the area of the access to the precinct.
So what you guys gotta, okay, I'm gonna teach you guys something that I learned a long time ago. If you see the cops and they don't have masks on, they're probably not gonna gas.
Lieutenant Brooks, the Seattle Police Department.
Because they have safety standards that they have to follow. They can't release gas unless they are masked up. Or else, I mean, think about it, then they could sue their own police department, which I don't doubt would happen, but you know.
You'll be subject to arrest. You're creating a public safety emergency by denying access in and out of a police facility.
I need to know what you see to my right, which I'm not going to turn the camera on, but what you see is the group moving to the street to occupy the middle of the street.
We're just asking for the police to stop brutalizing black, indigenous, and people of color.
There you go, Southpaw.
Just a quick shot so you can see, so everyone can see. Yeah, didn't you say you've been hearing these chants for months? I'm guessing you've been watching too. I've seen this every time. I don't know why you expect it to be something different.
It's called a protest. It is an occupied. The point of protesting is to cause a disruption. You do that by creating a disruption. Yeah, it's illegal. So is murder, and they get away with that constantly. So.
Alright, everybody hold on to the person next to you. We will be walking backwards. We are going to be walking
It most likely is illegal, but that's not the point. You didn't. Sorry. Do you think that Martin Luther King would only demonstrate by following the law? That's not true at all. I mean, think about it. Learn your history, guys.
This is Lieutenant Brooks of the Seattle Police Department. Do not cross the fence line into the area, the police secure facility. If you do so, you'll be subject to arrest.
I'm not comparing it to murder. I'm saying that. I mean, shit. If I was comparing it to murder, it'd be like, okay, this is a lot more acceptable than murder, wouldn't it be?
Hey everyone, YouTube is burying my video again. I'm being censored for whatever reason. So we're going to shut this live down and we're going to go right back up. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe so you get the notification when we go live here in a couple seconds.
A lot more police cruisers now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 that I can see, and I can see more lights behind the tree line, so there's more than that. Thank you, Jazz Hands. I appreciate you saying that.
We're not here to be bothered. We're here to make a point.
Fucking cops, man.
All right, start walking backwards and go.
So now you just heard the person on the bullhorn saying, "We're not here to bother the cops. We're not here to do anything like that." They've locked arms and they're moving backwards, stepping backwards.